So it's time to put this to one side and let's replace it with the HF100. Let's crack on. Hello and welcome to another MrBetaByte video, and this one's a little bit different insofar as we're not looking at the C9. This is the one with the trick mode issues, and getting on quite well with sorting it out. But I did put a poll up, and you have spoken, and you want to see the HF100, which is actually a machine I really do need to look at. I sort of promised I'd look at it a couple of weeks ago and just haven't had time. So yeah, let's get it out of the box and have a look. So this has been sent in by Johnny. Hi Johnny, hope all is well with you. I did get around to looking at it. And as you can see, it's an SL-HF100, and it comes in its original box. And it even has the original polystyrene. So it's one thing having the box, another thing having the polystyrene, because it really does protect them in transit. So I'm going to get it out of the box, and let's have a look. It's all unpacked, and yeah, it's a really tidy machine, to be honest, and not many marks at all. There's a few bits and pieces on the side of it written, and the label's trying to come off. It looks as if someone's tried to stick that back down. They never seem to really stick down very well, and they never look, you know, once they start coming off, they're never great. But yeah, it's all looking pretty tidy, all in one piece, which is lovely. I'm going to press in the power button now, because they do have a habit of going pop when you press them. Even if you work them a bit, they're not the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top off, then we'll power it on and see what it's doing. Let's crack on. So top's off, and I've also removed the top cage and plug it in. Plug will have to be changed because it's got non-shrouded pins, but that'll be fine for testing it in the first instance. So let's plug it in. Lovely. And clock's not bad. They certainly have a habit of not being that bright, but this one's actually, as HF100s go, it's actually quite bright. So let's see what it is doing. I'm a little bit confused because the fault I thought this had, I don't think it has, but anyway. That's looking good. So fast forward. Rewind, just press eject, make sure take up is okay. So that all looks good. The drum looks okay. I mean, it's a really tidy machine. I'm a bit intrigued by the cap just tucked in there. That's on the AF board, I think. The AFM board, if I remember rightly. I think that's what's under there. So yeah, I'll plug it in and let's actually see what the picture's like. Let's crack on. So let's, not video. I will just wind this on a little bit and then press play. So immediately VU meters, there. Yeah, oh yeah, there's quite a few segments missing actually. This is non-hi-fi, so it's going to sound awful. But it's an old EastEnders. So yes, let's check how good the heads are. So centre, so that's furthest right, furthest left, sorry, which you always lose lock, and furthest right, bit of tracking in. So the heads are good. Does pull in a little bit there. I would say that's probably down to the tape more than anything, but it's good and wide. which is great. So super. Now, why I'm a little bit confused is that I thought this wasn't lacing, but it is. I will check the little gear on the bottom of the lacing gear, because it probably will have a crack in it, so it's worth just checking that and either repairing it or replacing it. Make that decision when I get to it. I'm sort of more of an opinion to sort of repair the old ones and enlarge the sort of centre hole of the original broken gear, so it's not flexing so much, and then just use gel super glue. I think that's the way to go. But yeah, this is really a very nice machine, and yeah, so to-do list so far is VU meters, and then have a look at that gear and repair or replace depending on how bad it is. I have had one or two that have just don't have any cracking at all, but that's actually quite rare on all of these decks, all of these machines that use this deck. So yeah, let's press eject. Interesting how proud the wires are on the top of the drum there for the top transformers there. I've not often you see them sort of so proud. Okay, so what's next? So let's pull the power, and I want to just take the top off the power supply cage. So I tend to like to take the power off, because if you do touch these poorly insulated bits, things can go wrong quite nastily in a painful way. Yeah, so it all looks good in the power supply. I do want to change these two caps and those two caps, common failure points. These two little ones I replaced with ceramics, and so these are 4.7 microfarad, 350 volts, and then these are 47. I always get muddled because some have the high voltage ones as 47s, and the caps for the switching 4.7, but these are the other way around. These are bipolar, of course. So yeah, I think I've got ceramics for these. I'm sure I've put ceramics on these before now, and it's been fine. But ceramics, set and forget basically, which is just what you want. I do uprate them as well voltage wise. I think they're 16 volts, and I put 25 volts. So yeah, it's just like put them in, forget about them, protect those transistors. So that's another one to put to the to-do list. So time to have a look underneath, and lifted the RP17 panel, and yeah, so we need to do the Hall effect, give that a jolly good clean. Otherwise it all looks good. Plastics look pretty intact, nothing too bad to worry about there. The center plastic looks good and solid, so if it isn't, expansion contraction, it's something that happens especially if they've been put in a hot loft. The metal expands and contracts, and the plastic eventually comes loose, and it drops the real flywheel down, so it fouls the magnet. So you just press it in with a screwdriver all the way until it pushes the motor back up, and then you just put some L-dite in there, and yeah, again, that's it then. It should be fine for evermore. Rear sockets, I will strengthen those as well, because they are quite flimsy on the HF100 in particular for some reason. there's a lot of flex there, and they do break. So I'll do that. Otherwise, we're all looking good. We do have interesting caps there. They don't look particularly original, but I think, I don't know. I think they are. But I have had these sort of just go pop, just randomly. Like literally, they'll just like boil out their contents. Yeah, that's all looking good. So yeah, I don't think I really need to do much more investigation. The bottom, I mean, it's had some dust. I mean, obviously that's where the power supply is anyway, but it's not terrible. It's a really tidy machine. I'd be really pleased to sort of own this, so that's a win. Excellent. Let's crack on. So having a look at the PT7 board, it all looks good. Never been touched. So those are original caps. It's amazing how Sony just used so many different cap suppliers, and not always the best cap suppliers either. But yeah, it's all original, so that's really cool. The main reason I wanted to check was to see if there was any sort of any major work done on this machine before, and there hasn't. It's fine. It's like, it's totally like original and as is, really. So that's really good news. So there you have it. Quite a short video this week, and it's going to be a bit weird doing part 2 because obviously, well, there's very little to do to really recommission this machine, but I'll show it in detail, so you just know, if you get a nice one of these, what you need to do. So the to-do list is VU meters, check the gear for lacing, replace the primary side caps in the power supply, clean the Hall effect device on the drum motor, and reinforce those rear sockets. And then we'll give it a check and test, and take it from there. For the VU meters, what I may well do is swap these over for my perfect, in inverted commas, HF100 project, which I haven't forgotten. I did quite a lot of work on that machine, and I do actually have a fairly good idea what's wrong with it, but that is for a future video when I get time and when things settle down a bit more. But I'll probably swap over the VU meters because I will be doing a video. I know Colin did a video on VU meter LED replacement, but I'm going to be using a slightly different method, which I'm hoping will work, but this will be a good candidate to try that on. But again, it's time, so I'm just going to swap it over just so I can turn the machine over and get some space back. And yeah, so with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and lots more to come. We've got the Sharp VHS, which was second in the poll, to come. We've got the trick mode, which is trick mode board on the C9, which has actually become really quite an interesting set of issues. And yeah, I decided to put the old board back and fault find, so that'll be a fun one, and lots of other stuff as well to come. So with that, thank you very much for watching. A like and subscribe and a hype would be wonderful. We're on Ko-fi as well, so yeah, hopefully I shall see you in another video. Bye for now.